Hello everyone, my name is David Dwyer, and today I'll be presenting my research proposal, Influencing Compliance with Annual DoD Cybersecurity Training. Now, like many organizations, the Department of Defense requires individuals to complete an annual cybersecurity training in order to have sustained access to their networks. The DoD establishes this through Directive 8140, the Cyberspace Workforce Management Directive, and establishes that training as the Cyber Awareness Challenge. This is a annual training that gets updated on a yearly basis. Most of the time it's generally the same, but sometimes it'll get a little bit new information each year. The intent of the research proposal is to see if compliance with completing this annual training can be influenced through workplace interactions. So what do I mean by that? Is that typically the system that tracks your cyber awareness training will send you an email at about 30 days, a week, and 1 day out from when your training expires. The intent of this is to see if, what interactions ultimately have the most success in helping ensure compliance across individuals. The intent of this is to track the training compliance through the Army Training and Certificate Tracking System known as ATCTS. By using this, it essentially gives a swath and shows all the data and can show other potential data outliers that affect the results, such as military occupational specialty and rank. So, as I just stated, primary methodology will be the Army Training and Certificate Tracking System. And from there, individuals will get divided into 3 groups. Group 1 being the control group, i.e. nothing different happens than what they would typically experience. They'll get an automated email reminder at approximately 30 days out, 7 days out, and 1 day out from needing to complete the training. Group 2 would be what I dubbed the telephonic group. These individuals will receive the automated email still, as well as being contacted telephonically either by call or text, presumably at least 1 to 2 weeks before their training is due. Then last, the third group is what I've dubbed the direct group. This group will receive the emails listed as above, as well as an in-person interaction reminding them to complete the Cyber Awareness Challenge. So by utilizing ATCTS, you can get some nice data points, such as when is their initial cyber training actually due. It'll be interesting to see if any of the groups actually complete their training earlier on average via one of the methods. And in addition, we can also see rank, military occupational specialty, or MOS, and the unit that the individual belongs to. So potential considerations with this study that I think will probably end up skewing some of the data. The first being rank. As you progress your career in the military and get into higher positions of responsibility, big surprise, you get an office, you get a computer, you get a phone, so it becomes much easier for you to complete your annual cyber awareness training if you don't have to share a laptop with anybody else. In addition with that, military occupational specialty, MOS. Some MOSs rely heavily on computer access. You can think of that as your folks who work in human resources, folks who work in the IT department. But then big surprise, you have folks, say specifically in the Army, if you're part of an infantry squad, or say you're a mechanic or something like that, you probably go week, 2, 3 weeks at a time without actually ever needing to get on an Army computer at any point, just because it's not very tied in with your job. So based on MOS, we could see what, depending on the MOS, can affect how readily they will complete the training. So we do have some existing literature. The big thing that I found was in Influencing Behavior the Mindspace Way. It breaks down influencing behavior into 2 different models. The first being the cognitive model, which takes an active approach to analyzing benefits and repercussions of potential actions. The Second one is the context model, which is more of our self-autopilot, which is more so individuals just reacting to their environment with minimal thought and effort. Overall, based on what we see on the cognitive model, I think that tying in with both the telephonic and the direct in-contact group will ultimately cause a higher rate of compliance with cyber awareness training completion, due to where the first group just receiving that automated emails falls more into the context model of attempting to influence behavior. It's something that happens in our environment but doesn't actually cause a big enough reaction for individuals to process the benefits and repercussions and properly prioritize completing the training. So, and overall, here are my references. Thank you very much for listening.